Welcome to your sleep story. I'm so glad you're here tonight. Whatever this day was, however long it felt, however much it held, it is behind you now. Completely behind you. You made it through, and that is everything. So let's begin. Before I take you anywhere tonight, I want to count you down from 10 to 1. And as I count, I want you to allow yourself to sink just a little deeper into wherever you are right now. Feel the weight of your body. Feel what is beneath you, holding you. And with each number, just let go a little more. 10. Allow your eyes to close. Gently, completely. There is nothing you need to see right now. 9. Feel your shoulders and let them drop as far as they want to go. 8. A slow breath in through the nose. 7. And all the way out. 6. Your hands. Feel them opening. Whatever you've been holding today, you can put it down now. 5. Your jaw is soft. Your face is soft. 4. Your legs are heavy, warm. 3. You're drifting, not asleep yet, but moving that way. 2. The day is behind you, completely and entirely behind you. 1. And now, tonight's sleep story, the relaxation. Before we go anywhere, I want to stay here with you for a moment. Just here, just now, because this moment, this exact moment right now, where you are lying in the quiet, deserves a little attention, a little kindness. Take a breath in for me, from the very bottom of the belly. Good, and let it go. And as you breathe out, I want you to imagine that everything you were carrying today, every worry, every unfinished thought, every heavy thing is just leaving with that breath, just drifting away. You don't have to solve anything tonight. You don't have to figure anything out. You don't have to be anything other than exactly what you are right now. A person who deserves rest. A person who deserves sleep. Because you do. You really do. Whatever happened today, whatever was hard, whatever felt heavy, you made it through. You are here. And that is enough. That is more than enough. You are safe. And you are here. Bring your awareness gently to your feet now. Just notice them and allow them to soften. The toes uncurling, the arches releasing. All the small held tension of the day simply letting go. Let that softness travel upward, through the calves, through the knees, the thighs. All of it warm, all of it heavy, all of it resting now. Your lower back, your hips. Allow yourself to feel the surface beneath you taking your weight completely, fully. You don't have to hold yourself up anymore. The earth has you. The bamboo has you. The belly soft. The chest soft. The heart beating steadily as it always has, as it always will. Your shoulders dropping, your arms heavy and warm, your hands open and still, the neck long and loose, and your face, let the jaw go. Let the forehead smooth. Let the eyes be completely still behind their lids. There you are, from the top of your head to the tips of your toes, completely soft, completely warm, completely at rest. You've done beautifully. Now, let me take you somewhere. Somewhere the bamboo closes over the path, and the moon is above, and the tea master has been preparing since late afternoon, and the water has just reached the temperature that water must be for this tea. Come with me. The path. Imagine a path into a bamboo forest. At night, the moon high, not the bamboo grove we visited before, the grove where Haruto swept his path each morning. Though the bamboo is the same species, and the culms are the same pale jade, and the sound of the leaves in the night air is the same papery sound. A different bamboo, a hidden bamboo, down a path that requires knowing, not signposted, not obvious, the entrance barely distinguishable from the forest edge, unless you know where to look. Someone brought you here, or you were given directions so precise that you found it, or the path found you. These things happen sometimes with places that are meant to be found. You follow the path, the bamboo closing overhead, the moon full tonight, or very near full, the light of it finding its way through the canopy and making the pale culms glow. Not bright, the bamboo moonlight, diffused, filtered, something cooler and more mysterious than direct moonlight. The path ending at a gate. The gate, a simple gate, not the carved wooden gate of a grand entrance. A bamboo gate, made from the same bamboo that grows here, culms cut and lashed together, the crossbar at hip height, the uprights at head height, the whole gate the color of the grove, because it was made from the grove. The gate is open, just slightly, enough to pass through sideways, turning your shoulder. The intention of this gate is not to exclude. The intention is to mark, to say here, a threshold beyond this gate. A different quality of attention is required. You know this. You turn your shoulder. You pass through. The gate brushes your sleeve. The clearing, a small clearing within the bamboo, not a clearing made by clearing, a clearing that the bamboo left. In bamboo groves, sometimes, a space opens where the rhizome underground did not send its culms upward, where the density of the grove gives way to a small open space. This clearing, perhaps 6 meters across, the bamboo on all sides, the culms rising to their full height and meeting above, not quite meeting, leaving a circle of sky above the clearing, the moon in that circle, directly above, as if it has placed itself there for this occasion, which of course it has not, but which feels true anyway. The tea house at the clearing's edge, small, so small it is barely a structure, more a suggestion of shelter. A roof of old clay tiles, its edges covered in moss. 3 walls of wattle and plaster, the 4th side open to the clearing, to the moon. The open side facing the moon. The terrace open to what matters. The tea house, inside the tea house, or rather at the threshold of it. You do not go inside immediately. There is a stepping stone, then a small stone basin that Tsukubai the crouching basin, water in it, for washing the hands, for the transition from outside to inside, for the physical act that is also a ritual act. You crouch, you wash your hands, the water cold, mountain cold, the cold of the water held in this stone basin through the evening. You dry your hands on the small cloth folded beside the basin. You step up, you enter. Sensei Kayamure. He is already there. Of course, he has been here since the afternoon. His name is Kimura. He is 68 years old. He has been practicing Chado, the way of tea, for 45 years. He was not born to it. He came to it at 23, the same age that many people come to the things that will define them. A teacher, a remark, the first time he sat in a formal tea room and received a bowl of matcha from hands that knew what they were doing. He felt something. He has been feeling it and learning how to feel it more precisely for 45 years. He is a master, not in the colloquial sense of the word, not simply very skilled. In the specific sense, he has received transmission from his teacher, who received it from hers, the lineage of the school traceable back to the 16th century, 500 years of this knowledge passing through hands into his hands. He kneels on the tatami, his back straight, his hands resting on his thighs. He does not look up when you enter. He is already gathered, already present, already in the ceremony. The room, the interior of the tea house, very small, 4.5 tatami mats. This is the traditional size of the tea room, the size that Rikyu, the 16th century master who codified the tea ceremony, prescribed. Not because it is the most comfortable size, because it is the size that makes intimacy inevitable. That makes formality impossible to sustain. That brings the host and the guest into the same small human space. 4.5 mats, the tokonoma, the alcove. In every traditional Japanese interior, the tokonoma, a recessed alcove where the art object is placed, where the single scroll hangs, where the single flower arrangement sits. Tonight's tokonoma, a scroll, the calligraphy on it, a single character. Ma, the pause, the negative space, the character for what Haruto knows, what the bamboo knows, what the bell's silence is. And below the scroll, a single flower, a white camellia, one flower in a simple ceramic vase. That is all. One flower, the moon outside, the bamboo around, the single flower, the brazier, the roe, the sunken hearth, in the center of the tatami, or near it, set slightly off-center in the traditional placement, the roe. The small hearth cut into the tatami floor, its interior filled with ash, the charcoal burning in the ash, the iron kettle, the tatsubin sitting over the roe, the sound of it, the kettle beginning to sing, not boiling, not yet. This is the sound the Japanese call matsukaze, the wind in the pines, the sound of the water in the kettle as it approaches boiling, a rushing, hushing sound, the sound of water on the edge of its transformation. Kimura listens to this sound the way Elias listens to the clock, the way Haruto listens for the single comb. He is listening for the exact moment, the exact temperature, not measured by a thermometer, by the sound, by the specific quality of the singing, by 45 years of knowing this sound and what it means. The preparation, he prepares, each movement, precise, not the precision of performance, the precision of something that has been practiced until it is itself, until the movement is the tea, the chakin, the white cloth for cleaning the bowl, the chasen, the whisk, the chashaku, the bamboo scoop for the matcha, each brought out, each set in its prescribed position, not because the prescription is arbitrary, because the position is right, because 45 years of thinking about these positions has refined them to where they need to be. The bowl, the chowan, he turns it, examining, not for flaws, though he notices flaws, simply being with it. The bowl is old, older than Kimura. This bowl was made in the 17th century. It has been used for ceremony for 400 years. 400 years of hands holding this bowl, 400 years of tea in it. The bowl warm with that history, or seeming warm, the history of it present in the weight of it, in the glaze, in the slight imperfection of the rim, the water, the kettle's sound, changing, the matsukaze becoming something fuller. Kimura waits. One more moment. He lifts the lid. He looks. He sets the lid down. He lifts the kettle with the cloth protecting his hand, the cloth also part of the ceremony, the cloth that is used precisely because the kettle is hot, and the cloth acknowledges this. He pours into the chowan first, warming it, the water warming the bowl. He empties the warming water into the kensui, the waste water container. He dries the bowl with the chakin folded, the folding of the chakin prescribed, each fold in order, not because folding a cloth has intrinsic meaning, because the attention given to folding a cloth is the same attention that must be brought to everything in this ceremony. If you can fold the cloth with full attention, you can do anything with full attention. This is what Rikyu understood. This is what 500 years of practice has confirmed. The matcha, the cheshaku, the bamboo scoop. He lifts the container of matcha. He opens it, the smell of it rising. Matcha, green, the color of it in the container, deep, dark green. Not the bright green of ordinary green tea. The deep, almost shadowed green of stone ground, shade grown, first flush matcha. He scoops the prescribed amount, 2 scoops, into the warmed bowl. He pours the water, not boiling, 80 degrees, the temperature that matcha requires, cooler than boiling, the hot water having been tempered in the mizusashi, the cold water container to bring it to precisely this temperature. He takes the chasen, the whisk, made from a single piece of bamboo, the same bamboo as the grove around them, the chasen split into its many tines. He whisks, the motion not stirring, not mixing, a particular motion, W-shaped, some teachers describe it, but that is too crude. The motion of 45 years, the matcha foam forming, the fine foam, the key, the thin, fine, even foam that indicates the tea is properly made. He stops. He sets the bowl before you. The bowl. You take the bowl. Both hands. You rotate it away from you, clockwise, 2 rotations. This too is prescribed, to turn the front of the bowl away before drinking. The bowl has a front. You do not drink from the front. You honor the bowl. You drink the matcha, warm, the temperature of it perfect, not hot enough to burn, not cool enough to have lost its moment. The taste, bitter, and beneath the bitterness, something else, something that the bitterness is the vehicle for. Sweetness, not in the tea, in the experience, the umami of the powdered leaf, the astringency, the warmth, the bamboo around, the moon above, the single white camellia, the character Ma on the scroll, all of it together, the tea complete, the silence after you drink, the ceremony continues in the silence. Kimura cleans the tools, each movement precise, unhurried, the chasen cleaned in water, the bowl wiped, the cloth folded, each thing returned to its place, the ceremony ending the way it began, with attention to small things, the small things done, with full attention being the whole point, not the tea, the attention. The tea is the occasion for the attention. The bowl is the occasion. The tools are the occasion. The moon outside is the occasion. The bamboo is the occasion. The occasion for this, for being fully present, for bringing the whole self to this moment, this small moment, which is the only kind of moment there is, the only kind there has ever been, small and complete, what the tea ceremony is. Kimura would not give a lecture. He is not that kind of teacher. But if you asked him at the right moment, in a conversation that earned the question, he might say, "It is practice. The tea ceremony is practice, not practice for something else. Practice for this, for being present, for being here, in this small room, with this bowl, with this water, with this moment. That is all. That is everything. The tea ceremony is 400 years of people sitting in small rooms with tea and practicing being present and finding slowly over those 400 years, through the accumulated practice of thousands of practitioners, that being present is not a skill. It is a returning. You do not learn to be present. You return to presence The ceremony helps you return. The small room, the single flower, the sound of the water in the kettle, the bowl in your hands, all of it saying, here. Here is where you are. Here is where you have always been. Come back, growing still. The ceremony is complete. The tools are put away. The bowl is clean. The brazier is quieting. The kettle is silent. Outside the bamboo, the moon, the clearing, the circle of sky. Kimura is still. You are still. If thoughts are arriving, and they probably are, because that is what minds do, they are not staying long. They come. You notice them. The ceremony has done its work. The attention that was asked of you, that you gave, that the small room and the single flower and the bowl required. That attention is still here. The thoughts come, and in the quality of attention that remains after the ceremony, they go simply, without effort, like clouds across the circle of sky above the clearing, present, and then past, and then the moon. Still, you don't need to hold any of them. Just the tatami, just the smell of the matcha, just the bamboo outside, just the moon in the circle of sky, just the character Ma on the scroll, the pause, the space, the gift. Peace lives in this small room, in the single flower, and the old bowl, and the 45 years of Kimura's faithful practice. Tonight it is yours. Good night. You are doing so beautifully. The day is done. You found the hidden path. You passed through the bamboo gate. You washed your hands in the cold water of the tsukubai. You sat in the 4.5 mat room. You heard the kettle sing its matsukaze. You received the bowl and turned it and drank, and the tea was perfect. The ceremony received you, as the tea ceremony has received people for 500 years, without requiring anything of you but your presence, without asking you to be anything but here. Carry it with you on the scattered days, the days when you are everywhere but here. Remember the small room. Remember the single flower. Remember the bowl in your hands and the warmth of it. Remember that presence is not something you achieve. It is something you return to. You can always return. The path is always there. The gate is always slightly open. You know the way now. But tonight, you are already here. The bamboo is around you. The moon is above. The tea is warm in your memory. Sleep now, deeply, completely. You deserve every bamboo hushed, moon bright, tea warm, ceremony held, presence returned moment of this rest. Every single one. Good night. Sleep well. The forest through the night. After the ceremony, Kimura stays. After you leave, if you leave, and perhaps you do not. Perhaps the ceremony has made leaving feel less necessary. Kimura stays. He does not immediately pack away. He sits in the small room, the brazier cooling, the last of the warmth from the row, finding its way into the tatami floor. He looks at the tokonoma, the scroll, Ma, the single camellia. He sits with what the ceremony was. This is also practice, the sitting after, the receiving of what the ceremony gave, not analyzing, not evaluating, simply sitting with it, as the tea bowl sits in its place, as the single flower sits in its vase. Quietly, after the ceremony, the moon through the bamboo, the moon above the clearing, moving very slowly, the moon's apparent movement through the sky, the earth turning beneath it, the moon fixed, the sky appearing to move around the clearing's circle. In an hour, the moon will no longer be directly above. The circle of sky above the clearing will be dark. The moon will be to the west, and the clearing will be in the moon's shadow. Different, still the bamboo, still the tea house, still the moss on the roof, but the light different, the shadow different, everything changed by the moon's passage, as everything is changed by time's passage. The ceremony teaching this too. Impermanence, not as tragedy, as texture, the beauty of the ceremony, partly being that it ends, that this hour passes, that the bowl will be put away, that the bamboo will be dark again, that the moon will move, the bamboo at this hour, the bamboo around the clearing, at this hour, as we have been in the bamboo before with Haruto in the morning. But this bamboo, at this hour, the moonlight finding the culms, not from above. The moon is above, yes, but the bamboo canopy is dense. The moonlight is diffuse here, scattered by the leaves, by the canopy, becoming the bamboo moonlight, which is its own quality of light, not the moonlight of the open field, not the moonlight of the fjord, the bamboo moonlight, green silver, soft, the culms visible, pale jade in it, their surfaces catching the diffuse light, and the sound, the bamboo at night, in the lightest possible breeze. The leaves, papery, dry, the sound of them, very slight, very present, the ma of the bamboo, the pause between sounds, the sound and the silence together. One thing, what Rikyu knew, Sen no Rikyu. He lived in the 16th century. He codified the tea ceremony into the form that Kimura practices. The small room, the simple tools, the roji, the garden path to the tea house, intended to remove you from the ordinary world gradually. The stepping stones, the waiting arbor, the tsukubai. Rikyu knew something. He knew that beauty is not in the elaborate. He knew it is in the considered. The difference, the elaborate is more. The considered is enough. Rikyu stripped everything back. He removed the gold. He removed the lacquer. He removed the ostentation of the tea ceremony as it had been practiced before him. The wealthy displaying their wealth in their tea utensils. The ceremony, a performance of status. He replaced all of that with a small room, a simple bowl, one flower, water from a mountain spring, the attention of the host, the presence of the guest, and the tea, just the tea. He was right. 500 years of practice have confirmed it. The considered is enough. The enough is beautiful. The water in the kettle cooling, the water in it not boiling anymore, cooling back toward room temperature, the process revering, the energy that was added to the water, slowly, over the long heating, the charcoal warming the water from cold to 80 degrees, that energy now leaving, slowly, the water returning to itself, not the same water it was before the heating, the same water, but it has been through something. It has been 80 degrees. It has made the tea. Now it is cooling, returning, the way everything returns, the way the ceremony's attention returns to the ordinary after the ceremony not destroying the ordinary, the ceremony enriching the ordinary, making the ordinary visible. The water, ordinary water, made for 1 hour, the occasion for something extraordinary, then ordinary again, but different, having been the occasion. Kimura's sleep. He sleeps here, in the tea house. He has done this before. The moonlight ceremony demands it. Coming this far into the bamboo in the evening and returning at night seems wrong. The ceremony needs its full conclusion. The night in the tea house, he unrolls a futon. On the tatami, the futon thin, appropriate. The tea house is not a bedroom, but it is shelter. He lies on the tatami, the sound of the bamboo, the moon no longer directly above, but somewhere outside, its light finding the opening in the fourth wall, entering the tea house, the single camellia in its vase, still, the scroll on the wall. Kimura does not read it anymore. He does not need to read it. He simply knows it is there. The character for the pause, for the space, for what the tea ceremony is always pointing at. He sleeps, the bamboo around him, the moon above, the tea ceremony complete and beginning, as it always begins. The brazier is cold, the kettle is silent, the bowl is clean, the tools are put away, the scroll is on the wall. The single flower, white, the moon has moved, the bamboo is silver, Kimura is sleeping, the futon on the tatami, the tea house holding him, the grove holding the tea house, the moon holding the grove, the sky holding everything, and you are sleeping, deeply, completely, peacefully, in the bamboo, in the moonlight, in the small room, 4.5 tatami, the single flower, the smell of the matcha, still present, in the air, and you. This is exactly where you should be. This is exactly what you deserve. Every bamboo hushed, moon bright, tea warm, ceremony held, presence returned moment. Every single one. You are safe. You are held. You are at peace. Good night, dear friend. Sleep well. Sleep deeply. Good night.